Questions every high schooler should know. Do you? Take the high school challenge with these 30 questions. You have just 5 seconds to answer each one. Think fast, trust your instincts, and let's see how smart you really are. What is the process by which plants make their own food using sunlight called? Respiration, photosynthesis, transpiration, or fermentation? Photosynthesis is the correct answer. In Greek, photo means light and synthesis means putting together. Plants take in CO2 and release the oxygen we breathe. Which planet is known as the red planet? Venus, Jupiter, Mars, or Saturn? Mars is the correct answer. Mars appears red due to iron oxide or rust on its surface. It's named after the Roman god of war. What is the square root of 144? 10, 12, 14, or 16? Twelve is the correct answer. 12 is also known as a dozen, a term often used in everyday measurements. Who wrote the classic tragedy Romeo and Juliet? Charles Dickens, Mark Twain, William Shakespeare, or Jane Austen? William Shakespeare is the correct answer. Shakespeare introduced over 1,700 words into the English language, including fashionable, lonely, and alligator. Which atmospheric layer is closest to the Earth's surface? Stratosphere, thermosphere, troposphere, or mesosphere? Troposphere is the correct answer. The troposphere contains about 75% of the atmosphere's total mass and almost all of its water vapor and weather. Who was the first president of the United States? Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, or Abraham Lincoln? George Washington is the correct answer. Washington is the only U.S. president to have been unanimously elected by the Electoral College. What gas do humans inhale that is essential for cellular respiration? Carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen, or helium? Oxygen is the correct answer. It's essential for cellular respiration. Interestingly, it makes up only about 21% of the air we breathe. Nitrogen, which our bodies don't actually use, makes up about 78%. In physics, what is the unit of force in the International System of Units? Joule, watt, Newton, or Pascal? Newton is the correct answer. 1 Newton is defined as the force needed to accelerate a 1 kilogram mass at 1 meter per second squared. What subatomic particle carries a negative electrical charge? Proton, neutron, electron, or positron? Electron is the correct answer. Electrons move around the atomic nucleus in regions called orbitals at extremely high speeds. Which dystopian novel features the totalitarian leader known as Big Brother? Brave New World, Fahrenheit 451, 1984, or Animal Farm? The correct answer is 1984. George Orwell wrote 1984 in 1948, simply swapping the last 2 digits of the year to create the title. How many bones are in the adult human body? 208, 206, 195, or 210? The correct answer is 206. Babies are born with about 300 bones, but many fuse together as they grow into adulthood. What is the boiling point of water at sea level in Celsius? 90 degrees Celsius, 200 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius, or 0 degrees Celsius? 100 degrees Celsius is the correct answer. Water boils at a lower temperature at higher altitudes because atmospheric pressure decreases. Which blood type is known as the universal donor? B negative, AB positive, A positive, or O negative? O negative is the correct answer. O negative blood lacks certain antigens, making it compatible with nearly all blood types in emergencies. What is the largest organ in the human body? Skin, the liver, the lungs, or the brain? Skin is the correct answer. The skin makes up about 16% of a person's total body weight. The ancient pyramids of Giza were built in which country? Mexico, Egypt, Greece, or Peru? Egypt is the correct answer. The Great Pyramid of Giza was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. Which empire was ruled by Julius Caesar? The Roman Empire, the Greek Empire, the Persian Empire, or the Ottoman Empire? Roman Empire is the correct answer. Julius Caesar was never actually crowned emperor. He ruled as dictator before his assassination in 44 BC. What ship famously sank in 1912 after hitting an iceberg? The Lusitania, the Britannic, the Queen Mary, or the Titanic? Titanic is the correct answer. The Titanic was called unsinkable, but over 1,500 people died when it sank on its maiden voyage. Which civil rights leader delivered the "I Have a Dream" speech? Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, John Lewis, or Martin Luther King Jr.? The correct answer is Martin Luther King Jr. The speech was delivered from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial during the 1963 March on Washington. What is the longest river in the world? The Amazon, the Mississippi, the Nile, or the Yangtze? Nile is the correct answer. The Nile River flows through 11 countries in northeastern Africa. Which country currently has the largest population in the world? China, India, the United States, or Indonesia? India is the correct answer. India surpassed China as the world's most populous country in 2023. What is the smallest country in the world? Monaco, San Marino, Liechtenstein, or Vatican City? Vatican City is the correct answer. Vatican City is smaller than most golf courses, covering just 0.17 square miles. Mount Everest is located in which mountain range? The Andes, Himalayas, the Rockies, or the Alps? The correct answer is Himalayas. Mount Everest grows about 4 millimeters taller every year due to shifting tectonic plates. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, Michelangelo, or Leonardo da Vinci? Leonardo da Vinci is the correct answer. The Mona Lisa has no visible eyebrows, which some historians believe was fashionable at the time it was painted. What musical instrument has 88 keys? The guitar, the piano, the violin, or the harp? Piano is the correct answer. A standard piano has 52 white keys and 36 black keys. How many strings does a standard guitar have? 4, 5, 6, or 8? The correct answer is 6. The electric guitar was popularized in the 1930s and 40s and helped launch genres like rock and roll. Which artist is famous for cutting off part of his own ear? Vincent van Gogh, Salvador Dali, Claude Monet, or Pablo Picasso? Vincent van Gogh is the correct answer. Van Gogh sold only one painting during his lifetime, yet he is now considered one of history's greatest artists. Which planet is known for its prominent ring system? Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, or Saturn? Saturn is the correct answer. Saturn's rings are made mostly of ice particles, with some rock and dust mixed in. What does WW stand for in a website address? World Wide Web, World Wide Website, Web Worldwide, or Wide World Web? World Wide Web is the correct answer. The World Wide Web was invented by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989. What is the tallest mountain in Africa? Mount Kenya, Mount Kilimanjaro, Table Mountain, or Atlas Mountains? Mount Kilimanjaro is the correct answer. Kilimanjaro is a dormant volcano and the tallest freestanding mountain in the world. Which country is known as the land of the rising sun? China, South Korea, Japan, or Thailand? The correct answer is Japan. The nickname comes from Japan's location east of the Asian mainland, where the sun appears to rise first. How did you score? Share your score in the comments and challenge someone to beat you. If you enjoyed the quiz, hit like, subscribe to Quizmoose, and come back for your next trivia challenge. Until then, keep thinking and keep learning.